Get ready for speed number 513 and 514 in speed start dictation CD number 332. Get ready. Start. Sir, my suggestion is that these departments may be amalgamated and there may be mutual transfers from one department to another. If we do that, we can get the expected income from the two taxes to make good the deficit in the budget rather than think of getting subvention from the center or a share in the additional taxes proposed to be levied by the central government, and in that we can make up our deficit. On all sides, we have been progressing, particularly on the food front, but at the same time, there is a cry that prices have gone up. Today, during question hour, it has been stated that prices of agricultural products has gone down and that the government should come forward to help them. Those people who want the current price of food grains should go down should know that the cost of production has gone up a great deal. The agriculturist has got to be guaranteed a minimum price which will not make him lose for carrying on his agricultural operation. The basic price should be fixed. It may not be necessary to come to the rescue of the agriculturist now because prices have neither gone up nor gone down too much. As the Honorable Minister has stated this morning, it rose last year and it has come down a little. It does not mean that it has gone down in every respect. Those who induce the laborer to claim more and more wages without a guarantee of efficient work and thus increase the cost of production should be prepared to pay for the commodities produced at such a heavy cost. With regard to roads and communications, in the draft third plan, which was discussed in this house, there is a statement that rupees 5 crores would be allotted for the development of East Coast Road. I wish to point out that about 100 miles of this stretch are adjacent to the sea. If it is developed into a national highway, it will be the longest marina in the world. Apart from the tourist traffic, the route from Madras will be the shortest along this road. There is a statement that for want of population, roads cannot be developed. It is good roads that will develop population. We find houses and shops coming up where there are good roads and there will be bus stops. There is no clear assessment by the officers of education department on the efficiency of schools. Inspection of schools has become irregular and even when it is done, it is formal. The inspecting officers do not make any attempt to assess the performance of the schools. This is the major charge levelled by the headmasters against the education department when they were asked to comment on the report on the educational administration. The principals of colleges agree with them. They say that the education department, instead of showing an example to the educational institutions, remains to be the neglected department. A principal remarked that the only guidance that the department give them is at the time of students' agitation. He said that even before the trouble starts, the officers telephone and ask us to close the institutions. The head of the institution had no choice except to close down the school, even if he does not like to do so. The supervision of the elementary school has to be done by the deputy inspectors of schools. These officers are also having heavy responsibilities. These include supervision of the midday meals scheme, collection of money to the various funds, including the raffles. Of course, all the collection work they delegate to the teachers and make the teachers collect from the students and parents. The inspecting officers are not therefore able to devote adequate time to their main job of inspection of schools. The headmasters always and at all times feel that to give relief to the officers of the education department of their non-academic work may not be immediately possible, but the government can appoint more inspecting officers to remedy the situation. inspection reports on the working of the schools are not sent in time to the headmasters. Even if some kind of report is sent to the schools, no follow-up action is taken to ensure that the suggestions have been carried out. The schools are under the control of the Director of Public Instruction. Although they are managed by the various agencies, the government is the real agency because it pays salaries of the staff and distributes grants for the construction of buildings, purchase of laboratory equipment, library books, and for maintenance of schools. Stop.